It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. Getting the nod in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What do you look for here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. And that's a little bit high. And the series is underway. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Muncy brings it in, and there's 2 down. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. That is upstairs for ball 1.
No strike.
And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. There's the strike.
Oh, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
That one off the mark, and that's ball one.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
That's down and in. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the World Series.
Oh. 2-2.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Swings and misses, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, here's Shohei Ohtani. Slider clips the corner.
Come on, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
So now 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And that skips in the dirt.
That's the ball. 3 and 2.
Ripped to third. Slings to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Mookie Betts in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next one off the plate inside. And now 2-0. And Mookie takes. And he walked him.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So man aboard. There's Freddie Freeman down. Misses again, 5 in a row. Six straight outside the strike zone.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. That misses, and the count is 3-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His second homer this series. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. And it's fouled away. One out, base is empty. In the air, right field. And it's caught for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Outside low. And that is ball one. He swings and fouls one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Game 1 of the World Series. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Ohtani back to work.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Swings through that one for strike 2. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Stretches out and hauls it in. And now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour. 0-1. Check swing, called strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Gosh, here it is, hit it, 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And the batter now, Ernie Clement. First pitch misses. This one popped up. Smith under it. Makes the catch. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the second. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him. But tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun. Trust your ability.
Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you get to the World Series. That's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off. Go out there. Know that this is a rare opportunity and just play your best.
Next offering misses. 1-2 to count. That one missed.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. That's out to center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Foul ball there. Two outs.
Oh.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And that one fouled off. Edman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Full extension, makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Andres Jimenez.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
And the 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. One down, base is empty. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Now the batter now, Nathan Lucas. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Hits the fence. Kiner-Falefa coming home. He'll score. It's 2-1.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
One out. Runner at second. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. In there, and it's 0-1.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Just missed. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Man at second. And that is downstairs. And it's a full count.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Just missed. High in the air, out to right. Hernandez makes the play, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the World Series on the show. And we're back, digging in, Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's Mookie now. Walked his first time. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And ball one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2. Got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He's already homered in this game. Freeman, the tall first baseman, hitting third in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
And now 1-2.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 2-1. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. There's the strike.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one lifted to left. Hernandez has it sized up. Puts it away for the out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. Edman throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Dalton Varsho digs in now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Just missed.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and they trail it here 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next offering is down low. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. He goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Muncy stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. steps on first for the out. Tommy Edman at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across to first, and they get Edman for the out. That's the inning. One left for L.A. as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Game 1 of the World Series. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Ohtani back to work. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 1-1. And that one fouled off. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Andres Jimenez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
One down, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Blue Jays down a run. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
The shortstop takes a ball. Here comes a pitch. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
1 down. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Nathan Lucas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Jimenez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Lucas in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
The 1-1. Ripped on a line. And there are 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. And tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 2 in this one. And that's outside. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. 2 aboard, 2 outs. There's a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air to left center. Pajes sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Enrique Hernandez. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. And that is out of play. Next pitch is outside.
2-1.
That's a little bit low. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Just missed.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the 1st, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Just off the inside edge. Check swing, called strike. And that drops in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 1. Pajes over at first with 1 away.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. Here comes Pages around third. He'll score easily.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Betts the next to hit, a strikeout and a walk. First pitch just misses. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. That one. That's strike one. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Trey Savage preparing to come on if needed. Number 68 getting cranked up as well. In the air, center field. Varsho pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's already homered here in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kirk makes the grab. And the inning is over. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the DH, Bo Bichette.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Anthony Banda looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Klein also throwing. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Addison Barger. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate here in game 1 of the World Series. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Edman. On to Freddie. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
A Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Gets the outside corner with that one. Kirk, in his 5th season, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now it's even up.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Two down, nobody on. Way outside, and that's ball 3. Dalton Varsho waiting to hit for Toronto. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Varsho in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Way out front for strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trey Savage.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch.
This one's fair down the line and left. And it's going to be extra bases. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Hernandez on at first, nobody out. And a 1-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Clement makes the grab, one away.
Now back, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Up and in, 1-0.
No strike.
Center field. Varsho under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Kike Hernandez.
So man aboard. Here's Kike Hernandez. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Varsho in position, makes the grab, and that's the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Will Klein.
Number 72,
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Andres Jimenez will hit next. He is struck out, and he is walked. First pitch misses. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
1 down, base is empty. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's foul.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good job to fight that one off. And that just misses.
Careful.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4.
That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Will Klein gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Blake Snell takes over on the mound. Nathan Lucas digs in now.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground. Oh, great stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7. That's outside. Now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Kiner-Falefa, the runner at third. Guerrero on at first with 2 down. And that misses. And the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Andy Pages. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Trey Savage is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, number 68.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a big swing and a miss.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
That one out to right. Barker gets under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Mookie now. That misses the zone. Ball 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. That one missed. Fair ball.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And a swing and a miss.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Outside low, and the count even 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. And a foul ball. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Now he breaks his bat. And a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Out towards right center field. Varsho sizes this one up. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher,
Will Smith getting ready to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Pitch is in there. Strike one. Betts, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fly ball center field. Varsho. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. It's 5-2.
now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Anthony Banda.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Addison Barger. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. The Blue Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Late swing, foul to the left.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive. Breaking ball misses down and away. Checks a swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Kirk stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in Game 1 of the World Series. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. One down, base is empty. That one almost got him. Ripped into right field, base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Next to hit, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And there's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The tying run at the plate. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Oh, man, that stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
Tying run at the plate. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Anthony Banda departs, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. Number 86 comes on now.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez has it sized up. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. And now just a two-run deficit.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hernandez sizing this one up, and that's the third out. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Blue Jays 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brendan Little.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. That's in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Gonna count 1-2. And that's in the dirt. This to third. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's Max Muncy. He was late there, strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. And it's even up.
1-1.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Miguel Rojas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Just misses with that one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And that skips in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's hard hit in the line. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Dodgers down in order, and it remains 5-3. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Mauricio Serna Ruiz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Fernandez calls it in, and there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Serna Ruiz measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Tying run at the plate. Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1. The 1-2. That's to third, and it's just foul. That was close. Out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
1 out left for the Blue Jays. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. There's a strike. Just missed. Fouled off to the right. One strike away from securing game 1. Got him, and that's the ball game. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill, Shohei Ohtani. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Nathan Lucas leading things off and takes a strike. And now the count is even. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
And there's a ball. Just misses. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ripped, but it curls foul. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Kicks and fires. And that's outside.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the postseason success continues for him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
First and second, no outs. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
First and second, no outs here in game 1 of the World Series. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Line drive. Dives. What a play. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Addison Barger. And it's fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Lucas at third. Guerrero at first. 1 gone. That one misses. And the count is 1-1. Just off the inside edge.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Line drive, base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
First and second, 1 out. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. And there's a foul ball. One out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball left side. Off balance feed. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do we need to know here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Outside, and 1-1.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's down and in. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 1 away.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
And now it's Mookie Betts. First pitch just misses. One out, bases empty. In the air to left, down the line. Lucas sizes this one up. Nabs it. 2 up, 2 down. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
2 down, bases empty. Here is Freddie Freeman. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 outs, bases empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Game 1 of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Ohtani back to work. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shine in the toughest moments.
Goes down looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez settles underneath it, corrals it, and there's 2 down.
The pitcher,
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Almost got him. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Will Smith. That's off the mark. 1-0.
1-0.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Lucas. And out number 1 on the grab.
That is it. The right fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Right through there for a strike. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here comes Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the veteran second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Connor Falefa hitting ninth in today's lineup. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Hauls it in for the out. One away. So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And that one upstairs, ball one. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Two down, nobody on.
Ball two.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter. He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Two outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Well struck left field. That one hops against the fence. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already? Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That clips a corner. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the World Series. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they still lead it 1-0. As we go to the last of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. And that is out of play.
Ball one.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Just missed. And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And that one fouled off. Called strike right there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Puts it away for the out. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got him swinging.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes for 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve. It was the same result as the pitch before.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. This guy with light tower power. Just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Edman at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs. That's towards center. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. They still trail 1-0. Back here in L.A., new inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He hit into a double play his first time up.
That's a ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at bat alive.
Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Slings to first in time.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho, struck out looking at his first at bat. That one ripped but foul. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Blue Jays go down in order, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts, of course, the MVP in 2018. Perhaps no player on either team embodies what successful postseason offense looks like than Mookie Betts.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
There's the strike at the knees. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Outside low, and that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Boots it.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And here's Freddie Freeman. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that's downstairs. Now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3. Got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fly to left his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Strike 2. That's the base runner at first with 1 out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Struck out swinging his first time.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And that one upstairs.
1-0.
And now it's even up.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way off. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Not even close there. 2-1. On the ground to third. Oh, what a stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
And we're back. Top five, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Ernie Clement. Ohtani back to work. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. And another ball. Swing and a miss at a slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's filled up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So up next, Andres Jimenez. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike. Fouled off left side. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Flied to right his first time. Strike one. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-1. Next offering is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the World Series. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find the zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Lucas, the next to hit, takes outside. The Dodgers have some action in their pen. Number 7 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 warming up as well. Two outs. Kiner-Falefa on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw safe.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Kiner-Falefa on at second with 2 down.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one ripped. And it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. The wind to kick the pitch. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but
now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He'll circle the bases. His second home run of the series. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Edman, the next to hit. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That should put a jolt into this home. And it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Kike Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-1. Inside, just missed. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And gone! He'll touch them all. Their third home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 4-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That's it for Shane Bieber, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher now for the Jays, Trey Savage.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 1 for 2. Savage throws over. Ohtani back in.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner on the go. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Lucas on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. A little bit low, and that's ball 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Number 68 getting loose as well. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one is downstairs. Ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Shohei on the go. Pitch is high. Throw to second, and great jump. Down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing it.
Misses the sweeper.
Oh, it's hit.
Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch misses. Pulls that one foul. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Blue Jays 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Blake Snell.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. Just missed.
One bright spot for the visitors is the fact that their opponent is already eaten into the bullpen. They can still change the course of the entire series even if they lose game 1.
And that one ripped into right. He's there. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Bo Bichette digs in now. Snell, a tall lefty, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Jays trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Barker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. In the air, left field, down the line. And that is a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down that time. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
2 strike.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Tommy Edman at the plate. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Enrique Hernandez will hit next. Savage checks on first, and he's back in safely. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
1 ball. 1
Safe
strike.
at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Ball. 2-1.
That one ripped left field, way back there. It bangs off the wall. And that holds the lead runner at third as it's a double at second and third now with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. He's already homered in this game. Ball 1 there.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 1-0.
2 balls.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. The Dodgers threatening. Very high with that one. And now 3-1. Two on, 1 out. And strike 2.
Okay.
To the right side, Connor Falefa tosses to first, 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Hernandez on third with 2 out. Right side, and that's just foul. And the sweeper is off the plate. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. And they'll do it again. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. What a play, inning over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Blake Trinan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now at the plate, Alejandro Kirk. First offering misses badly for ball 1. On the ground to first. Takes it himself. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. Oh, and he hit him.
That hit him. First base.
And now it's going to be Ernie Clement. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Hernandez makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch, and he just misses. The shortstop takes the ball. The Blue Jays down by 4 here in the late stages of game 1. Off the plate, and it's 3-0. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
It all just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Just missed.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
And a foul ball. Just missed. First and second, 2 down here in game 1 of the World Series. Next pitch is outside.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
There's the strike.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Line to left. Fair ball. 1 run is in. And it gets by him. The run scores all the way from first. It's 5-3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Blake Trinan done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Anthony Banda.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now Nathan Lucas. just missed. The tying run at the plate. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Next offering in there for a strike. 3-1. And the tying run is on base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball 1 low. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Around third. The throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's a 1-run game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Bo Bichette. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. He will score. It's 5-5.
Big RBI for him right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Anthony Banda out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Righty reliever out of the pen, Will Klein. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Barker getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws across the diamond. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 7th inning stretch time. We're all tied up 5-5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 48, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Here's Mookie to hit.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And that's in for a strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. This one high in the air to left center. Lucas on his way over. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 5,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Late swing, foul to the left. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Now here is Will Smith. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. All muscle to center field. His second homer of this series, and they jump in front in the 7th. It's 6-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down, and next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That misses. 1-0.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
And it's fouled away. Next offering is in for a strike. Good eye right there.
2-2.
Next offering upstairs. Two outs. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. Once he digs in, he's already homered here in this one. And a strike. Hernandez off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. You're watching the World Series on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Fouled off down the right side. Looking to get the tying run on base. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Will Klein won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 86.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now here is Dalton Varsho. Just missed. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 2-1 now. That's inside. Ernie Clement in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Lifted in the air, out to left. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Well, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical then getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
So the tying run in scoring position now. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Ball 1, no strikes.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Pickoff throw, and he's back safely.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
So the tying run at second. Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Out there to center. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Blue Jays 5. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Braden Fisher. Tommy Edman now at the plate. First pitch misses. And that one fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one down.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Foul ball there. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Brendan Little getting ready to go. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game. Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That one fouled hard the other way. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And 1-2.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Mauricio Serna-Ruiz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Well, 1-run game at the plate. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Now this is in the air down the line, and that drops foul. That
One
one
ball,
way
one strike.
outside. 1-1. And fouled off. The 1-2. Stays alive. Next offering misses down and away. Now all even up. Right through there, got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. That's in there. 0-1. And that one fouled off. Ripped on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. And that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So they're down to their final out. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
One strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
1 strike away from securing game 1. That one not close. 1-2 to count.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim game 1 here at home.